Yeah. Hi, Fall Creek Bases. I just wanted to show you how to use our app for the on your iPad. Let me see this for a second. I want you to look for that app right there. It's called Tuner Lite, and it's a free app that we would use on your iPads. And when you pull it up, it'll look like this. So this basically has some basic buttons. The ones that you're going to want to know about are this button right here. This button will produce a sound. So if you want to check it with your ear, but the most important button is this one right here. It's one that looks like a Y. That's a picture of an old school tuning fork. So when you click on this button, it will start to pick up and use the microphone to pick up the sound. You'll notice how all the letters are going crazy. That's picking up the frequencies of my voice. Woo! You can kind of see how it moves around a little bit. Now, when you're looking at this, you want to make sure it's calibrated to this number right here being 440. That's telling you that it's referencing A at 440 hertz per second, which is what orchestra's tuned to. So when we play, we'll start to get that, the microphone will pick up the note and it'll register a note. Now, if you notice, this is saying A right here, but there's this little line that's going back and forth. And this line will tell you whether or not the note is flat or whether the note is sharp. There's also another indication that'll help with this too. Right under the screen, there are three little lights. The left light has a flat next to it. The right light has a sharp next to it. And that'll tell you this note is flat, this note is sharp, or this note is right in the middle. So let's look at that A string again. I'll play that A. You'll notice that this line is very far to the left, and that light is lit up. Now what we'll need to do is follow the string back to this peg box, and you'll notice that this machine screw right here is what controls the A string. And when you turn it in, that will tighten the string, and that'll make the sound go up. When you turn it out, it will loosen the string and make the sound go down. So we know that the A is a little flat. We need to turn that string up. So I'll play, and I want you to pay close attention back here and watch what happens to that little line as we get closer. Do you see how it's starting to move? And see how very little I'm moving that string? I'm getting it closer and closer until it's right in the middle. So now that string has been tuned. Okay, let's try the D string. So I'll follow the D string back, and it connects to this peg right here. So we'll go ahead and turn that one. Now, did you notice how this is saying C sharp? That means that it's a half step below D, and we actually need to bring it up. So we need to bring it up quite a bit. It's already a half step flat. So even though it says C, and this line is on the sharp side of the scale, the C sharp is a half step lower, so we need it to be a D and in tune. Here's the D. Now you start to see that line crawl back up until we're right in the middle. Now, did you see how I overshot it just a little bit? Sometimes you can tug your string just to bring it down just a hair. And now we're right in tune. Let's try that G. See how it says F sharp? So we're a half step flat. Bringing it up to G. Okay, here's our E string. Now the E string, see how that says E, but it actually doesn't say E natural, it says E flat. You gotta be really careful and make sure that you're looking and it says E natural. So that's a half step flatter than E. We want to bring it up. Now we're in E world. And there's the E. Let's try that A again. But Mr. Wirtz, we tune that A. Well, with the bass, there's so much tension on the strings that when you tune one note sharp, it'll actually provide a little bit of squeeze to the instrument and make the other strings go flat. So if you have to move your strings a lot, you're gonna have to check your strings a couple times. So I'm gonna go through this in a little bit quicker of a fashion. And that's how you tune your bass. Thank you for watching.